Hello everyone. Today we're going to be going over how to use GelData in your programs. Specifically, we're using Golang for this one. However, they have a lot of client libraries, so you can select whichever one you wish for your projects. So what I did was I copied this from the GelData Golang page, and I'm going to run this. And all it does is just do a select hello gel, and then I get the result back. So if I wanted to actually get some data out, what could I do? Well, one way to do it is if you have the edgeql go command, which you can get by installing it via this. You can run edgeql go, and let me show you that I have my edgeql file right here with select person star, and I run that, and it'll generate a file that'll have a struct that'll take the data when you marshal it or unmarshal it. I always mix them up. And then it'll give you a function that you can call and get the results back. So that's pretty nice. However, this is not the method that I typically like using. What I like to do is, instead of doing this style, if I have a lot of queries in my code, I'm going to have a lot of these structs that are all slightly different, and it's pretty hard to reason about, and you can also get a very large amount of queries in your repo, and then having all the structs associated with it and trying to remember it, it's just pretty tough. So what I do is I will take this output here, and I will put it here, and I'll say person. And data types do matter here, so you can't just put that as an int. It has to be int32. So now that I've got that, what I'll do is come down here, and this was just taking the query result from hello gel and writing it to result, which is a string. That's not what we want. So what we want is say var people, and that'll be an array of person. And I've tried this with like a pointer to person and it fails, so let's do people. All right, so let me just check real quick. Also, because we're doing a query that's going to return a lot of results, not a single result, so I have to change this to just query. Oh, and I also have to write the query inline, so I'll just write it. So I'll say select person star. Okay. So now let me check. Okay, that looks good. Okay, got it back, and it printed it out as, oh, that's your UUID is bytes, and then 31, engineer Charles. So what I'll do is I'll make a pretty print for this. So I'll say func p person string that returns a string, and I'll say return func.sprintf person ID equals %v, and that %v, and then age equals %v, job equals %v, and name equals %v. All right, so it's p.id, p. Oh, I don't know, that'll be fine. So that'll be fine, and then I'll do p.age, p.job, and p.name. All right, let's see if that did it. Okay, and it's still printing. Well, I can mess with that later, but for now, if you want to get your queries working, what I would advise is to have them set up like this, and then also if you want, you can start tacking on more things to it. Like for example, you could say JSON ID, and I have to make sure this is exported. we just go this way. So JSON, age. Cool. And then I have to change these. So let's run this again. And there we go. Cool, so that works. Oh well, I'll mess with the print later. But the point is, this is how you do your queries, and then this is typically what the structs that I use look like, so I don't have all these intermediate structs all over the place. So yeah, so that's how to use queries in your language, in your preferred language, and then I'll think of some other tutorials, but for now, that should be able to get you started.